And we're live. Hopefully, we're live. Welcome back. Well, welcome back to another episode of Becoming. That might not be the name for it, but I don't have anything right now, so the Becoming podcast or just Becoming episode. No, now I'll think about it. I've been having a headache since yesterday, which feels like it's seasonal because the weather is acting up. Let me drink a bit of water. All right, welcome back. Hope you're having an amazing day, night, morning, wherever you're tuning in from. Make sure you like and subscribe. And yeah, let's get into it. So in the last episode, we talked about AI, and the last two episodes we talked about AI, we talked about my community arts practice, my artistic practice, every practice in the book that I have for myself. And we also talked about the importance of community work and what value that has for me, and where community work comes into play in my overall practice. And just reflecting on everything that we talked about and expanding on those particular things. I have some questions that I want to answer, and this question was crafted by AI, based on the discussion that we had in the previous video and the original video. One thing I'm using AI for is, when you're watching a YouTube video, you can get a summary of the video through Gemini, and it's such a I just found this out yesterday, and it's such an amazing tool to reflect on what I am creating, reflecting on what I talk about, and it's such a powerful tool to to analyze how I can make my content better. So yeah, based on the summary of the first episode, I have some questions. So the first question is, what did you actually give up to build this practice, and why have you never said it out loud until now? This is in reference to the sacrifices I have made to be here, to become an artist, to um, work, doing anything worthwhile in life is it requires sacrifices, right? When you're building something, when you're creating something, when you're making changes, and part of that change is to give up on things that don't serve you anymore, and doing what actually adds value to your life. So what did I actually give up? I guess I gave up play, in a sense that in a sense, not play as in my art forms, but play when it comes to, I was a big gamer, and I have to give that up, because once I start playing, there's no end to it. Like, I can go for hours and hours of like just staring at the screen and playing games. That's one. Gaming, I had to give up gaming to, to focus my energy and my attention on something that's worthwhile and has benefit to my practice and to my life. I think it's just growing up and realizing that these things don't serve me anymore and adds value to my life. So whatever does not add value to myself or the people around me, I think I have to give that up. And it's probably for the best, because, it's sacrifices. You have to, pick your sacrifice, and you have to do the things that you have to do the things differently, is what I'm trying to get at. I'm a bit rusty. I need to focus. Okay. Because my head is throbbing. I don't know what's going on. Okay. What else have I given up? I would say I'm not sure. It's such a reflective question, and I'm not sure about it. I'm not sure what it is that I am giving up. Well, I'm giving up my one of my sacrifices is my time with my family, and having to live so far from everyone, and just friends and family, giving that up and living alone, and focusing all my attention in this new place that I'm here right now. And that is a big sacrifice, and we don't usually talk about how when we move from one country to the other, to a new place that we now have to call home, and the most important part of home is family, right? When you have to give that up, it's difficult. But you also understand the things that you are currently doing. It requires you to take a step outside of your comfort zone and create value and create meaning in this newfound space of uncertainty and just a new place, doing a new thing, building something new. It requires that level of sacrifice, I think, is it's not taken lightly, and it's heavy. It's a heavy sacrifice to be outside, be separate from your family, and doing this thing that may or may not work in the long run. It's just a risk that you took, and you're here. So, only time will tell whether this journey that I am in will work out or not. And it is what it is. That's life. If at the end of the day, if I have to be like, okay, this was a huge mistake, then I have to live with it. And that's just part of life. It's not all going to be sunshine and rainbows, but it's all not going to be dark and gloomy either. So it's the journey that I am in, and these sacrifices that I have made, which ultimately is to serve, is to, give back to my family and community, is the journey I am in. Another thing that I had to sacrifice was stability. Oh my god, that's a big one. Because I could get a job. I could go out and get a job, just a 9 to 5, and work 5 days a week, 2 days off. I could do that. And probably it would be stable. It would be beneficial for my finances, for my status here in Canada, for my, but what I am doing is sacrificing short term finances and stability to gain an understanding of the overall system and overall this entrepreneurial journey that I am in right now. I think this lesson is far more superior than any job can give me. And so yeah, sacrificing stability for lessons that I cannot get otherwise. I cannot learn this experiences in books. I can read about it from other people's experience, but their story and my story is different, and what applies to them will not apply to me. So living in it for at least the time I am doing it, 1.5 years, is the journey, is the sacrifice that I am making. I'm making sacrifices on stability. I'm making sacrifices on getting a consistent amount of money every single month. And that is a sacrifice in itself. I also said that travel is at the center of my vision, the vision I have for myself. And going 3 years without traveling, when traveling is what I want to do. So what did that do to my, what did that do to me? I guess it's also a sacrifice it's also sacrificing immediate wants and desires in order to build a sustained to be to have a sustainable practice and a sustainable career. So this 3 years, I don't think I gave traveling up because i'm I'm in a new place, newer than what I am accustomed to for 22 years. It's been 3 years since I've been here, and it's a new place, and I am exploring. So there is a positive in that as well. It's not that I am giving up like a week, 2 weeks of travel. My whole 3 years has been I've been traveling. I've been exploring new things. I've been exploring new cultures. I've been exploring new places, new people. This is a part of the travel experience itself. It's not just about going to a place for a week and then going to the other place and the other place. I would love to do that, yes, but this is this is enriching experience for me. Really, it's part of the bigger picture of where my travel experiences and travel journey will start. It starts from here, and it's good. It's Toronto is like a new different countries in itself because it's so diverse, and there's so much culture to explore. There's so much diversity, different cultures. So it's not like I'm giving up travel. Yes, I'm giving up travel, but I had to build something. Like I need to make money to travel. I need money to travel, so it's just a part of the experience. It's a part of the whole travel arc that I will go through, that I'm certain I will go through. Let me drink some water. Another question is, what does the financial reality of 5 months of consistent posting actually look like? Not the numbers, but the honest texture of living it. Well, financial has to do with numbers, I guess. But yeah, posting consistently for 5 months every day without skipping a day, every day without skipping a day, that is that. And also my posts have gone viral. I have 4 million views in 5 months for Nepali based spoken content. The same format. It's not like I'm chasing any trends or anything. It's just being my authentic self and creating content around myself, being the authentic version of myself. That going viral in a sense, that reaching 200, 300,000 views per video, 100,000 views per video, and it's the financial reality is pretty barren. I have made probably from my content itself, I think I have made like $3 in the last 5 months posting content, and my content actually performing, and not it's not even a question of whether my content is doing good. My content is reaching to other people, is reaching the right demography of thinkers and artists and creatives, people who are interested in the why of things, who want to understand who wants to understand life a little bit more deeply. It's reaching out to that particular audience. But I don't have anything to convert. I don't have a product that I am trying to convert. So the attention is there. It's not being directed to any product it's just attention. It's bare attention, which is it's not that it's going to waste, because it's not. I'm building my brand and awareness of my brand, and I know that there will be a time when this brand will have a value to provide. That's it. Like, it's not to make money. Making money is the byproduct of the value I provide. So maybe if I'm not making money with my content, maybe I am not providing value that converts into, money. I wish I was. I wish TikTok creator program was in Canada, and I wish Instagram had a better monetization policies, but it's not, and there's not. So, I it's just what it is. I don't want to be I don't want to be like, oh, damn you platforms. I don't want to do that. It is what it is, and I have to navigate through that, and I have to figure it out myself, I guess. I don't know. But what I do know is that I can see the vision of my content being a leverage for the facilitation work that I do here in Toronto. I see a scenario, and it's not as far as I think it is, where I can leverage my content, my online presence, my brand awareness into creating something tangible here in Toronto, especially for the Nepali diaspora community. It's not a product that I would sell. It's more of a being a bridge between the systems that I know, the network that I have, and my cultural roots, which is my Instagram and TikTok and social media. Being the bridge, my content being the bridge between the system and the culture. is something that I can see a clear vision of, especially if I have to write a grant for the work that I do, community arts, and serving people of the Nepali diaspora community, doing that, serving the diaspora community through the work that I do, through the facilitation work that I do, is a very clear structure that I have in my mind. There's my facilitation work. Here's my content and my social media and the attention. And here's the systems that are in place, organizations, all the services that Toronto has to offer, and I'm here right in the middle. I see myself as being the link for these three elements, and I think there's a massive amount of value that I can provide if and when I leverage my personal brand and my online presence into creating something, creating a program, creating workshops that can be done, and I see a vision for it, and I see a future for it, and it's going to be done. It's just a matter of time and waiting for the right opportunity and opportunities to open up itself. Yes. What else? What else is going on? Just a quick check-in. I'm done with the questions. There's 6 questions. I did 3. And no more questions. So what's new? I'm going to a DJ workshop today by North York Arts. Really excited about it because I want to learn how to DJ. I have been creating music, but DJing is a little bit different than just creating music, I guess. I don't know, I'll just learn today. And there's 3 workshops. 4 3 workshops and 1 final presentation, which I am excited about. I wanna, DJ and party. Every time I go to a club or to watch someone perform, I'm like, I wish I was on stage. I wish all I can see is myself being on the stage and me performing rather than enjoying the music. I do enjoy the music, but alongside me imagining what would it be like to be on stage and make these people dance with my music. It's a vision that I keep on having for myself, which is going to be done, which will be the case, because there's so many things that I want to do, and And it can be done. That's the craziness of all things, is that I think that it can be done. I think that it will be done. I will do it. I have so many goals for myself. I have such a wide vision for myself. And the crazy thing is that I think that I can do it. Which, sometimes feel like I'm just being illogical because my actions don't support the the dreams that I have for myself, or the goals that I have for myself. And you know it's just learning and doing, putting in the work and putting the reps in, which I have started to do. Just starting off small, just building on little things. Like, I used to call myself inconsistent and undisciplined, but I'm not, because I have been doing content and online brand building for like 5 months daily. So it's not that I am inconsistent, it's not that I'm not disciplined, it's that things don't excite me, things don't speak to me in my heart. I don't do that, which is a blessing and a curse, because some things needs to be done whether you like it or not. Like writing emails, writing just anything that has to do with writing. For me, honestly, I'm not that fond of writing. Yeah, that's work to me, but that work needs to be done, because that supports all the other things that I do and would like to do. It all revolves around doing the 70% of the work. That is, you may not like it, who cares? You just gotta do it. Yeah, that's going on. What else? I think that's it. That's it for today. I'll try to create this more for YouTube, especially now, because I can ask Gemini about this particular content and just build on top of everything and just do the things that I need to be doing. And maybe it'll work out, maybe it won't. I'm not sure. Who knows? I'm just doing my thing. I'm just doing things that I think that I should be doing. And if it all goes to vain, that's life. It's just life. It's just one whole experience of trying and doing things. It's an experience. It's the journey. It's the process. Thank you for listening. If you're listening till now, thank you. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. And I will be back with another video. Make sure you like and subscribe, and comment where you're tuning in from and what you liked about this video. I will see you again very soon. Take care.